The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
I don't know how this could happen to people like that.
Tonight on DC News Now at 10, just days away from vacation, a married couple killed when flames tear through their Maryland home. Tonight, grieving brother speaks about his heartache and memories of his sister and brother-in-law.
Plus, thieves repeatedly targeting businesses in DC. Police investigating a string of brazen break-ins. We are live with the support those businesses are now getting from city leaders as patience wears thin.
Also, slow down or get a ticket. That is the new warning from one Northern Virginia county as more speed cameras come into the mix, along with stiffer penalties for speeding in school zones.
And weather-wise, it was a wonderful finish to your work week, right? A lot of sunshine, but now our temperatures are taking a huge hit back to the 40s. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Tasmin Mahfouz. Tonight, we're learning new details about the couple who died in a house fire this morning in Prince George's County, Maryland. Cause of that fire remains under investigation tonight. Our Daniel Hamburg live for us tonight in Lanham, where the deadly fire happened. And Daniel, you spoke with the brother of one of the victims and can't imagine the heartache he's feeling tonight.
Yeah, Chris, he is still in a bit of shock and just processing what happened here today. He says his sister and brother-in-law were good people, just enjoying retirement.
I don't know how this could happen to people like that. I'm numb about it.
William Harper is in disbelief that his sister Aurelia Harper Cannon Bay and brother-in-law James Cannon Bay died in a fire early Friday morning.
They were successful people. They were financially okay. She's only been retired for about 2 years.
The fire happened just before 2 a.m. When crews arrived, firefighters found heavy fire on 2 floors and going through the roof. They found the longtime couple dead inside.
In fact, she's the only college graduate of the siblings. So she just did everything the way you're supposed to do it. Not like me that went off on the deep end, but that's my sister.
Harper's brother was in the house at the time, but made it out.
I'm just not used to this. I never had a tragedy like this in our family. We've had people who die normally, but nothing like a violent fire.
For now, he has some memories to look back on among salvaged photo albums.
This is amazing for me to see a lot of this stuff myself. Yeah, I keep finding these types of pictures where they're together and going on cruises.
The couple set to go on a cruise in just 2 days. Harper is going to miss his little sister.
When they brought her home from the hospital when she was born, I was there to greet her. I taught her how to use forks and spoons. So that's how deep this is. I was 7 years older.
Now, the Prince George's County Fire Marshal is still investigating what happened, though the Public Information Director tells me it does not appear suspicious. An autopsy will be done on the couple to see just how they died. We're live in Lanham, Maryland. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
And switching gears now, it certainly felt like spring today. You can see here a lot of people out and about having some fun, enjoying their sunny Friday on the Georgetown waterfront. So definitely, dogs having a great time. We saw a woman dancing earlier. And as for the weekend, Super Bowl Sunday is looking super soggy.
It certainly is. Check in now with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. At least Saturday's looking okay, Janessa.
Yeah, really, the first half of this weekend is the peak day. It's pretty lovely. Tomorrow, temperatures really feeling more winter-like. And then the later half is pretty soggy conditions, along with temperatures dropping even more. So let's try to get it done tomorrow afternoon if you want to do some outdoor activities, because I am calling Sunday a complete washout. High temperatures today still in the 60s in many spots. We had many areas from Lexington Park to the Commonwealth 4-state region wanted to almost touch 70, but hovered in the upper 60s instead. Lovely conditions, but winds are definitely still very blustery out there. That's going to continue until tomorrow afternoon. They are now coming out of the west. You can see 10 to 15 miles per hour, but they will start to subside throughout tomorrow afternoon. Now lows tonight, very chilly in many spots to our west. We are talking about upper 20s to the lower 30s. And then many locations in our eastern counties will be above the freezing mark. And so really that's the positive news. Here's that kind of coastal low that we have been talking about across the deep south to the southeast, and we'll watch and track that in. So if you have evening plans tonight, if you're about to step out the door, do not do it without a coat, because we're going to hover in the 40s. I have many areas that will fall below 32, and so you'll need to layer up once again. Where's that big heavy duty coat? Now temps are only going to stay this way throughout the weekend. Going into next week, we do have another warm up. We'll look at that coming up.
All right, Janessa, thanks. Developing right now, a man is in the hospital after an officer shot him in southeast D.C.
Yeah, it happened on Good Hope Road, right between 13th and 14th Streets. Our Leonard N. Fleming spoke with witnesses and has the latest developments.
That's right. This is the first officer-involved shooting of the year, and there are still a number of unanswered questions. It all began when a woman called the police after she was struck by a pipe in the head. Police came looking for one man and ended up shooting another. And witnesses say this should never have happened because the man who ended up shot was simply sticking up for the woman who was injured.
The person was non-compliant, and what I saw from the video as the officer was asking the person to step out of the vehicle, he kept turning like this way. He's seated in the passenger seat. His hands go up. But it's a lot that's going on. What's not happening is he's not getting out of the vehicle.
Police Chief Robert Conti says the officer fired one shot at a man who authorities contend wasn't following their commands. Friday's incident began with a call from a woman who was struck by a pipe. Officers arrived at the scene.
Once they arrived on the scene, they began to canvass for the person involved. A lookout was provided. As the officer was coming up Good Hope Road, walking towards 14th Street, he encountered a person who got inside. As the officer was approaching him, he kind of abruptly got inside into the passenger side of a burgundy vehicle.
Conti says the officer asked the person to step out of the passenger seat of the car parked near an abandoned dry cleaner, and he refused. Blood stains the brick sidewalk now. As
they continue to go back and forth, the person is told to stop reaching. The officer's asking the person to get out of the car. He's saying this is just a stop. At some point during the course of this interaction, a shot is fired and the person is struck. That person has been taken to an area hospital. Conti says an unknown woman drove off. Police are searching for her because they have questions. A large amount of drugs were taken from the man who was shot. Witnesses who refused to go on camera say the man shot by police was not the same person who struck the woman. A fact police later confirmed. Conti says they really want to find the woman that drove off. So I'm appealing to her, please, we really need to talk to you.
Police officials still have not identified the man shot or the officer involved. The man who was shot is still being treated at a nearby hospital for his injuries. Chief Conti says that the shooting will be investigated to make sure the officer followed every protocol. And Chief Conti also wants anyone who has any type of videotape evidence with their cell phones to come to police to show them so they can actually figure out what happened. Reporting in Southeast D.C., Leonard N. Fleming, D.C. News Now, back to you.
All right, developing tonight, business owners around the district, they are fed up.
Yeah, that's right. Robbers continue to target storefronts in Ward 1, smashing windows and breaking in. Our Meryl Carbone is live in Adams Morgan tonight, where the Little Shop of Flowers is the latest store to get broken into. And Marielle, the owner, says this has been incredibly upsetting, which is so understandable.
Yes, she says that because she says it feels like this is personal. Now, she believes that that person or persons hopped onto the dumpster here and broke in through the window up here. You can see where it's still boarded up. Now, her, along with another business owner I spoke to, tell me that if this continues to happen, it'll make it difficult to stay in business. Days before Valentine's Day, staff at Little Shop of Flowers are busy at work. But one day before, it was a different scene here.
The glass was broken and we saw the buckets and our flowers on the floor, and we immediately just called the cops.
The shop is the latest Adams Morgan business to be targeted. Robbers smashing windows and breaking in.
Confusing and, upsetting that who is part of our community who's doing this, and what are we doing that's upsetting them, and why? It becomes personal.
It's really upsetting.
Ward 1 council member Brianne Nadeau says she's aware of the problem and that local leaders have been connecting affected businesses with resources, like information on the district's camera rebate program.
We encourage residents and businesses to take advantage of that and to put up cameras which can help prevent crime and also solve these cases.
But some want to see more.
We feel like we're in a position now that unless something is done, that we're going to have to intervene ourselves.
Pablo Ortiz Jr. founded Aurora Market in Parkview. The shop aims to provide nutritional food to customers and is stocked based on community requests.
Even the smallest spice may bring some joy.
In its 1 year in business, the shop has been targeted multiple times, from a break-in to 2 assaults, all by the same person.
The difficulty with it is knowing that there's not really a solution to keep repeat offenders off the street.
Ortiz says crimes like this have a big impact.
It has almost ended this entire endeavor.
And continued break-ins could be enough for some business owners to one day call it quits.
The cost of the damage, the day operation itself for a small business, especially when you have a small team, it isn't feasible.
Now, specifically for the break-ins we've been seeing in Adams Morgan, police do have 2 suspects. We've got photos of them from a surveillance camera in the area up on our website. But in the meantime, police are saying, and officials say, if you see anything suspicious or a break-in happening, to call police. Reporting live in Adams Morgan tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Marielle, thank you. And new tonight, the National Archives and the Smithsonian are apologizing for asking people to cover up anti-abortion messages. The apology comes in response to a lawsuit filed by a group who attended last month's March for Life rally. The lawsuit claims security guards at the archives and the National Air and Space Museum ordered the group to remove or hide clothing displaying pro-life messages. Both museums apologized today and said asking visitors to remove or hide clothing goes against their policies.
And in Virginia, Fairfax County has installed 8 new speed cameras around school zones. It's all part of a pilot program aimed at getting drivers to slow down. Those cameras are located at Chesterbrook Elementary School, Irving Elementary, Key Middle School, London Town Elementary School, Sleepy Hollow Elementary, South County Middle School, Terracette Elementary School, and also West Springfield High School. Now, police say drivers who go 10 miles an hour over the speed limit in those areas risk a $100 fine.
At the direction of the President of the United States, fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command successfully took down a high-altitude airborne object off the northern coast of Alaska at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today within U.S. sovereign airspace over U.S. territorial water.
And new details today, the Pentagon has shot down an unknown object flying in U.S. airspace off the coast of Alaska. That order coming directly from President Biden. It was said to have posed a reasonable threat to Americans.
And coming up in our next half hour, the Virginia General Assembly has serious safety concerns in the fallout of the Chinese spy balloon debacle. Capitol Bureau reporter Jack DeFusco joins us and shows us what steps state lawmakers are taking tonight.
Well, as the death toll continues to climb after a massive earthquake in Turkey and Syria, people here in D.C., they're coming together to show support. Coming up, we talk with people there who have friends and family in the hard-hit region, their emotional messages and hope for the ongoing rescue missions.
Plus, millions of people are preparing to host or attend a Super Bowl party. That means billions of dollars for big game grub. We're showing you how you can stretch your dollar for your festivities.
And what does that big game forecast look like here in the DMV? Tracking this coastal low that's starting to become a little bit more organized. We'll have the full breakdown coming up.